Hello everybody, it's me, Gloatysock, with another video on my official YouTube channel, and today it's another new section, what I will be calling Antique Corner. Yes, Antique Corner. Well, it's a little bit about antiques, a little bit of archaeology, and a little bit of social history. I think they call it anthropology or something, but anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. So, without any further ado, I shall call upon my off-camera assistant to bring on the first specimen. Here it comes. Here it is. Hold your breath. Here it comes. There it is. There we go. Yes! It's a Coca-Cola can. Correct. But no ordinary Coca-Cola can. No, it's a Coca-Cola can from yesteryear. But when in yesteryear was it? And what can we learn from it? What can we learn about from the people of those times from this can? Well, we have several clues. We have clues about where it was found and the layer of the ground it was found, and we also have clues on the actual thing itself that give us more of an idea of whence it came from. So, let's have a look at it, shall we? Well, from this side you can see it's a can, but a little bit different. At the top, it's a different shape, and, well, all the way it's different shapes. A little bit narrow, just a tiny bit. It's got like a little lip at the top. Now, for those who are unaware, this lip would have been used in multi-packs to put a plastic like thing around that it would fit all the cans together. And what it would mean is, because you didn't have you had the cardboard bits, but they had the other bits as well, these plasticky bits, and but they caused problems because they'd come off and people would lob them on the ground, and then swans would get their necks caught in them. Oh, it was terrible. So they got rid of them. Turn it around for us, off-camera assistant. Thank you. Rotate. Show it. Get your hand out of the way though. Okay. There's the back. Barcode. Oh no. Yes, barcode. Okay. Rotate, please. So here's the other side. It says Coke. Yes, because that's the other thing they said, Coke on there. You may also notice, if you look very carefully at the top, there is a promotion, free promotion. Here's a clue. This is going to give us a bit of a clue of the date of it. But we'll have a look at that in a second. Okay, let's have a look at the top. Oh, now this is a very striking difference to the modern can. You'll see there is an entirely different type of ring pull which detached entirely from the can. Yes, and again, these were wiped out because they caused a problem with people chucking them on the ground. Creatures would eat them, become very sick. So they said, no more of them, get rid of them. Dangerous for children as well. They'd drop in the cans, people would drink them, and oh, it was awful. So they got rid of them. Here is the bottom of the can. If you look, you can see that the sell-by date, best before date as it was called in those times, is January 89, which only gives you a rough indication, as sell-by dates were much longer in those days, so we still have not revealed the exact era this can lived in. Hey, hey! Here's a little promotion on the side. And here is our next clue as to the dating of this item. So, off we go. Oh, hang on, I can't read it from this angle. Can you turn it slightly towards me, please? Thank you. Right. Free Coca-Cola music trivia game. That would have been a music trivia game. For people of this era, it would have been contemporary to them, and they would have been able to, with their knowledge of contemporary music, answer the questions. So, that must have been a fun pastime for people of that era. They had greater economic wealth than they'd ever had before. More free time, more time to play free Coca-Cola music trivia games with their luxury item Coca-Cola. Okay, let's read how it goes. Right. Free Coca-Cola music trivia game. Pit your wits against your friends. Not on Facebook, no, because in this era they didn't have Facebook. Okay, designed for up to 4 players. Your free game includes 200 question cards with 1600 questions, a game board and playing pieces. Oh, see, in that era they played something called board games. That doesn't mean they played them just when they were bored, although sometimes they did. It would be a game played with the board and pieces, for example, Monopoly, or Ludo, or Scrabble. Games we still have today, but these were like the main things, and they had companies like Action GT and MB Games that would produce them, some of which exist today. Waddingtons and people like that. Spears Games, yes, but I can go into that another time, as I do have some board games in my collection of antiques. Right, on we go. So, just collect 20 specially printed trivia game can ring pulls from Coca-cola music trivia game. I've got a bit muddled up there, but that's how it says, something like that. Okay, so the ring pulls, these ones on the top here, that came off. Maybe the person who drank this can kept that ring pull, sent it off for that game to use in his spare time. Okay. Send off free. I won't read out the address because they will not honour the deal, I surely expect, so there's no need. But it's in Lancashire. Now here is a clue. Applications to be received by the 31st of December 1987. So, there's a big clue as to when this can was produced. Now, I can also add in some additional information I know from when this was pulled from the layer of the earth it was pulled from. And actually, it was pulled from my mother's kitchen when it was being renovated. It was underneath the floorboards. And it was last renovated in the summer of 1987, as it happens. So, most likely, this can originated or was produced maybe between May and August 1987, and there it lay undisturbed for over 25 years before the kitchen was reworked and builders carefully lifted it from its place in situ with mud, and there we were, an actual antique. This, I would figure that what would have happened is that the builders of the era when the kitchen was originally redeveloped supped upon one of these for refreshment after a hard day's work, and having enjoyed it, instead of putting it in the bin, he maybe pulled the ring pull for the quiz and then tossed the can straight under the floorboards with no regard for causing problems to the environment. And thank goodness he did, because now we know so much more about that builder or plumber or whoever it was that took that can. We can learn a little bit about people of that era and time. That's called anthropomology, or anthropology. Anthropomology doesn't sound right. That sounds like when people make creatures into humans. Not archaeology, anthropology. Well, I'll look it up and I may well put it in the comments on this video. But that's what it's all about. We know so much more now. We've learnt a little bit about people at that time. In fact, we can maybe even do a computer simulation if we had the money or the special effects and stuff like that, and we could recreate the life of someone who worked from the era of the mid-1980s. But in the meantime, we can imagine and dream and keep an eye out for more exciting things that we dig up under the floorboards. So, without any further ado, I will say that thank you for viewing. It's very pleasant of you to come and see me again in my YouTube channel, and I shall see you again in the future here on my official YouTube channel. Orbiento!